Hey guys! So today's video is going to be a Storytime video from almost a year ago, last June, when I got stuck in a blackout in Washington, D.C., and it was great. So, I hope you enjoy, and yeah. I was in Washington, D.C. for a National History Day competition. So, for history class last year, we had to do this project, but there was also a regional competition, which my group went to, and we went to state after that, and then we went to nationals in Washington, D.C. last June. And so we were there at the competition. It was great. On the last day, we went to the airport, and we had, all our baggage checked with security. We were on the plane, ready to go home after a fun, amazing, long week in Washington, D.C., and we had to wait. We were waiting for clearance to leave for like an hour and a half, sitting on the plane, waiting to leave. And then the captain came on and said that due to the remnants of a tropical storm, the flight would be delayed until the next morning at 6. So we were all like, what's happening? So, luckily our chaperone, who's a teacher from our school, got us hotel rooms at this big, fancy, hotel in Washington, D.C., where we could stay the night before the flight. And so we got there, and it started raining really hard. We had to walk there from the metro station, and it was nice weather. Then when we got there and we got to our rooms and got settled, it started raining really hard. We were going to go find somewhere to eat, and so we were walking around trying to find stuff, because this was an area right by the airport that was mostly just hotels, so there are not very many options to eat from. We eventually found this Italian restaurant, sort of pizza place. So we went inside, we got our pizza and our food, we ate, we were there for maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and then, while we were there, the power went out. We were eating our pizza, happy, laughing, it was great, and then it was dark. And the power was off for like maybe 2 or 3 minutes before it came back on again. And then we looked outside and it was pouring rain. The street was like a river, like you could go swimming in it. It was really, really wet, and we didn't have ponchos or umbrellas with us. So the store manager gave us black garbage bags. And so we put on these garbage bags, and we had to walk back to this fancy, fancy, fancy high-class hotel in garbage bags through the pouring rain in the streets. And so we started walking back. It was maybe like a 10-minute walk through the river, street, and we were in these garbage bags. We walked in to this fancy, fancy, fancy hotel wearing garbage bags as ponchos, and yeah, we got a lot of weird looks. And power was out almost all night, and we only had our carry-ons with us because our checked baggage was still on the plane. So we didn't have toothbrushes or pajamas or, any of our, all the beauty products I need to get my hair done. Look at this amazing, people can't see it, but look at it, it's awful. None of this hat. And so, the power was out all night. It was back on by the time we had to wake up at 4 in the morning the next day, when it was still dark, and get on a shuttle where we had to stand. It was so crowded. And even the airplane pilots and the stewardesses had to stay in that hotel because they had nowhere else to go either, because the flight had been delayed by this big storm. And they were on there too, and we were standing. It was really packed in this shuttle. We got back to the airport. We went through security. The line for security was literally really, really long. We were way in the back, and it was really far out in front of us. And everyone was just worried we were going to miss our flight because it was, you know, we didn't have very much time to get through security, and there's such a long line because of all the flight delays. And finally, after asking a few times, we got to go through the express line because we were, you know, children with our chaperone. And so we got to go through the fast way, and we finally got on the plane, flew back to Utah. It was great, good flight, everything was fine. We got back to the airport, and we, you know, went to get our luggage. We waited for like an hour for our luggage to come around on the carousel, and like we checked where it was. It said it was supposed to be there. And then we went into the office, and they said it was on the wrong flight. It was on a flight that was from Washington, D.C. to that same airport, but it would be coming in like 2 hours. So we sat and waited at the airport for quite a while, and in the luggage office they have all these like different things. They have like coloring books and a bunch of candy. We just rated it. We took all of it and like drew coloring books and stuff. It was a great time. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment about some crazy experiences you've had, and comment some videos you want to see from me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!